You've probably heard these terms floating around, but what do they really mean? Well, if you're new to the world of Web3, don't worry. I'll explain everything using simple analogies that anyone can understand. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a super interesting topic, Web 2 versus Web 3. To explain the difference between Web 2 and Web 3 in a way that anyone can easily picture, think of it as two versions of the internet. One that you're probably very familiar with, Web 2, and one that's newer and changes the way things work, Web 3. The difference between Web 2 and Web 3 lies in 1. How users interact with the internet, 2. The control of data, and 3. The underlying technology. Here's a breakdown of the key differences. 1. Ownership of data. Web 2. In this version of the internet, users generate content, but they don't own it. Big tech companies, like Facebook, Google, and Amazon, collect and control user data. When you post something, the platform owns it and can use it however it wants. Web 3. Users have true ownership of their data and content. They can control who accesses it and how it is used. This is made possible through decentralized technologies like blockchain, which ensures data is not controlled by a single entity. 2. Control and centralization. Web 2. The internet is centralized, meaning a few major corporations have control over most online activities. They set the rules, can censor content, and often monetize user data without consent. Web 3. The internet is decentralized. No single company or organization controls the network. Instead, users interact directly with each other, often using decentralized applications, DApps, that run on blockchain technology. 3. Monetization and financial transactions. In Web 2, financial transactions often go through traditional banks or payment processors, which can impose fees and restrictions. Users may not see the direct benefits of the data they generate. In Web 3, users can engage in direct transactions using cryptocurrencies, enabling peer-to-peer exchanges without intermediaries. This can lower costs and increase the speed of transactions. 4. User experience and interactivity. In Web 2, focused on user-generated content, social media, and interactive experiences. Users can comment, share, and create content, but they do so on platforms owned by others. In Web 3, provides a more interactive and immersive experience, often incorporating features like virtual reality, VR, augmented reality, AR, and decentralized finance applications. Users can also participate in governance through decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs. 5. Identity and privacy. In Web 2, users typically create accounts on platforms using personal information, leading to privacy concerns. Data breaches and misuse of personal data are common. In Web 3, users can interact without revealing personal information. They use cryptographic identities, wallets, to transact, ensuring greater privacy and security. 6. Examples. In Web 2, platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, where users create content but do not control the platform or their data. In Web 3, platforms like Ethereum, decentralized social networks, e.g., Mastodon, and NFT marketplaces, where users have ownership and control over their assets and interactions. Let's use this analogy, renting versus owning. Imagine the internet as a giant city where everyone goes to rent homes or stores. In Web 2, you don't own the house, store, or even the furniture inside. You just rent the space. The landlord, which is the big tech companies like Facebook, Google, or Amazon, controls what you can do with that space. They can change the rules, sell your information to others, or even lock you out if they want to. You can personalize the space, but you don't truly own it. When you post a picture on Facebook, upload a video to YouTube, or even create a tweet, you don't actually own that content. These platforms keep the keys to your data and control how it gets used. This is Web 2. Now, let's move to Web 3. In Web 3, it's like being able to own your house or store outright. Not only do you control it, but no one can take it from you, change the rules, or use your personal information without your permission. The big difference is, in Web 3, you hold the keys to your house and your belongings. It's decentralized, meaning no single company controls your data or experience. You are the owner of everything you create, whether it's digital art, posts, or even money. Here's a simple way to visualize it. Web 2 is like renting an apartment in a big building owned by tech companies. You can decorate it and invite friends over, but the building owner still controls everything. They can even peek into your home, tell you what you can or can't do, and sell your info to other people without asking. Web 3 is like owning a house. You have full control. No one can sneak in, change your locks, or take your stuff. You decide how your house is run, and only you can let someone in or sell your information if you choose. Key differences. Let's take note of the key difference. 1. Ownership of data. In Web 2, big tech owns your data. You give them access in exchange for using their platforms. In Web 3, you own your data. You decide who gets to use it and how. 2. Control. In Web 2, it is centralized. A few companies control most of the internet and have all the power. In Web 3, it is decentralized. Power is spread out among the users. 3. Money and transactions. In Web 2, banks and payment companies handle transactions, and they can block or delay them. In Web 3, blockchain technology allows direct transactions without needing a middleman, like a bank. Why does this matter? The move from Web 2 to Web 3 is about giving people more freedom and control. Just like how owning your home gives you more security and independence compared to renting, Web 3 gives you more control over your online life. At the end of this lesson, imagine this. Web 2 is a world where you live in a rented apartment owned by someone else, big tech companies, and Web 3 is a world where you own your home, your digital life, free from the control of landlords. This shift is why Web 3 is such a big deal. It's all about freedom, control, and ownership in the digital world. So, what do you think about the future of the internet? Are you excited about the possibilities of Web 3? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Web 3 content. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, the future of the internet is about taking control of what's yours.